next slide. Here's a simple protein called cytochrome C. We're seeing it here interacting with a protein in the mitochondrial membrane that it would typically bind to. But this is a small protein. This is the peptide backbones, kind of stripping it down to a cartoon view. This green part's protein. It has a heme in it, which is a non-protein molecule, close cousin of the heme and hemoglobin. And in the center of that is an iron atom. Okay, so this is kind of a space-filling view of it. Here, white protein in the heme is this brick-colored thing. And that serves a function in cell respiration on the pathway to oxygen consumption. So looking at that molecule, people, when they first found it, wanted to figure out exactly what it does. So you could talk about the function of the protein as a whole. It turns out it's very important in the electron transport chain of mitochondria involved in respiration. But going beyond that, you can look at the functional analysis of each individual residue within the protein. So you could say, okay, there are amino acid residues here that are involved with binding and holding the heme group in, or others on the surface here that are involved in interaction with the mitochondrial membrane. So you can talk about functionality even at the level of individual amino acids within the protein. And even iron. You could say, okay, what's the function of the iron atom there in the center? And that may sound obvious, but when you think about it, well, it's only in the life sciences that you would ask a question like that. If a geologist found some iron in a rock sample, he might ask, how much is there, and is it in some mineral or something? But it would never occur to a geologist to ask, what's the function of the iron? A chemist who found some iron in a water sample might investigate, is it the ferric form or the ferrous form? What's its molar concentration? But again, would never ask a functional question. What's the function of the iron in this groundwater? But in a biological context, function is always there. There's always some reason for something to be there. It's not an accident that iron happens there. It's there for function.